Howdy, folks! The Radio Ranch is a cowboy-cowgirl clubhouse where kids can come to get away from the city, learn about roping and riding. Every Thursday at 11:30 a.m., yours truly, Rawhide Foxtrot, with the help of my partners, Rocket Ramjet and trusty Junior Thunder Riders, must put on a live radio program or risk losing the ranch forever. Golly, looks like it's that time again. Start intro. It's Radio Ranch, and we have two new Junior Thunder Riders from Miss Gomez's class bringing you the news from the second grade, and we're going to meet them right now. And sitting right next to me is
Cowgirl Misty.
Cowgirl Misty. And Cowgirl Misty, what's your horse's name?
Star.
And riding around on horse Star, what do you do here on the ranch?
Feed the horses.
Are you asking me?
No.
You're telling me?
Yes.
I feed the horses.
I feed the horses.
Good, all right. And sitting next to her is Cowboy
Ante.
Cowboy Ante, what is your horse's name?
Ladius.
Ladius, all right. And riding around on Ladius, what do you do here on the ranch?
I make sure nothing bad gets into the barn so none of the animals get hurt.
All right, great. And it looks like you have our first story.
Welcome back to our second edition of Radio Ranch Live from Miss Gomez's class. We first want to tell you about writing. In writing, we finished our stories and then we got to share what we wrote about in the author's chair. Ariana said the chairs were really comfortable. After students finished sharing their stories, other students in the audience got to tell what they found out or something they liked from the author's story. Mandy really enjoyed this activity. In content, we just finished learning about different environments. We learned about the tundra, ocean, forest, rainforest, and the grasslands. We learned about animals and plants that live in these places.
All right, Cowboy Ante, tell me one animal that lives in the tundra.
A Arctic ox.
Okay, and Cowgirl Misty, tell me one that lives in the grassland around here on the ranch. Not that is a ranch animal, but out in the wild maybe.
Buffalo?
Buffalo, all right. Okay, and it looks like you have, or Cowboy Ante has our next story.
We recently had a Heart Point celebration. The class filled up our jar with pebbles. The class had a wonderful time wearing their PJs to school, bringing in stuffed animals, and eating donuts. There are two reading teachers in our class, Mrs. Kaufman and Mrs. Gomez. Owen enjoys reading and thinking with his friends during reading group.
All right, great. And do you guys enjoy reading group too?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. With that, we are going to take a trip down to Comedy Corral. We'll be right back after this, but first I want to remind people that we are going to be asking our anchors questions from the chat room. So if you have a question, go ahead and start typing that about any of the stories that they read here today for more information. But first, let's go down and get some laughs.
Shake up a fiddle, play a real jig and jive. Dance like a bear jumping around a beehive. Tap your boot fast, tip your hat slow. It's time for a hoedown, so go, go, go. Bow to your partner, bow to your own. 3 hands up and around you go. Break it on up with a do-si-do. It's time for a hoedown, don't you know?
Hi, I'm Cowgirl Julie.
Hi, I'm Cowboy Victor.
We have some jokes for you.
Where do you learn how to meet people?
In high school. Quack, quack.
Who's there?
Moo.
Moo who?
Moo, woof, woof, oink, cheep, cheep.
I don't get it. What is the difference between a teacher and a train?
One says stop chewing gum, the other say chew chew.
Why was the math book sad?
Because it had too many problems.
All right, and we're back, and right up now is Cowgirl Misty.
We have been really busy during specials too. Tyreek and Jeffrey find Jim fascinating. They like doing all of the stations, but Tyreek's favorite one is the cargo net.
What's the cargo net?
It's a rope with like lots of...
Then they throw it over the kids and trap them?
No.
And they have to try to get out?
It's in gym and coach pulls it down with a string that attaches to it, and you can climb it until you reach there's like a red handkerchief halfway up. And you can climb up there, and then when you reach the
So you guys aren't allowed to climb to the top?
No. Yeah.
Why?
Because we could get hurt or something. I don't know.
If you fell off from there, yeah.
Yes.
I think even the red handkerchief, you could possibly fall and get hurt, but not as much as if you had climbed all the way to the top and fell from that height, which is like the size of a mountain or something.
No.
Oh, okay. All right, who's got our next story?
Me.
All right, go.
Mr. Fitch is our teacher for music. We go to music every Friday. The students like singing songs and playing musical instruments. Julia also enjoys art because you get to create cool things. Right now she is finishing her leaf project.
So, is Julia creating a leaf?
No, we're tracing leaves, then drawing the insides, then drawing over with Sharpies, then we get coloring with crayon, then painting.
Oh, okay. All right.
In reading, we also becoming quite proficient at using our robust vocabulary words. Molly likes how every time someone uses a word, they get to put a sticker on the word. Some of our robust vocabulary words are filthy, kin, and proficient.
What?
Filthy means
This is a kid's show. We're not allowed to say filthy words on this show.
It says filthy.
You're not going to say a filthy word, are you?
No.
Okay, no filthy words on this show. All right, go ahead.
You're right. Filthy means something or someone is really dirty.
Oh, I thought you were talking about bad words.
Daniel, Mia, and Matthew really enjoy playing games in our class. Two of their favorites are Bop and Find the Beat. Mia likes how in Bop there are different things you can be, like a surfer dude or the Eiffel Tower. Matthew had fun playing Find the Beat. He had 3 guesses to figure out who was changing the beat. Next time, Melanie really wants to be the student who gets to make the beat.
Okay, and that brings us to heading over to our chat room to find out if you have any more questions for our Junior Thunder Riders, anything about the stories that they read, anything like how to play Eiffel Tower, or if you want to know how to play Bop, maybe that might be a question, or some of their favorite stories that they read. So, going over to the chat room, anything from the chat room?
Yes, what's bop?
What is bop? So, let's go to Cowgirl Misty to start us off on how to play bop.
There's different things you can be, and you can do, if the teacher says bop, you have to be silent. If the teacher said biddity biddity bop, you have to try to say bop before she ends the word.
Bibbidi,
Bibbity bibbity bop.
Bibbidi bibbidi bop?
Yes.
And then you have to say bop?
Yes, before she ends the word.
Oh, so I'm saying bibbidi and bibbidi, and you're going to go bop right away.
Yeah.
All right, so let's try it. Bibbidi bibbidi bop. Oh, you beat me. So then what happens?
Then
The teacher has to leave the room?
no, you get to switch places with her.
And you're the person that tries to make people have to sit out.
All right. Okay, any other questions for our Junior Thunder Riders?
What does Star like to eat?
What does Star like to eat?
Carrots and apples.
Carrots and apples. Okay. All right.
And
Well,
can the anchors show us some moves from Eiffel Tower?
what's Eiffel Tower? Do you have to stand up for that? Can you
like
do it in your
Someone
seat?
in the middle, when Miss Gomez says Eiffel Tower to the person, you go like that.
The person that she says it to has to stand up, and I do this with their arms, and the
Why
two
would you
other-
do that with your arms?
To make like the point of the Eiffel Tower.
And then the other
Okay.
two people have to make like little buildings, like
the
this.
side.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So that brings us to our close. And Cowboy Ante.
Until next time, keep working hard and having fun. Adios a todos.
And what does that say? What does that mean for our non-Spanish speaking people?
It means
Goodbye,
goodbye everyone.
All right. And we will be back next year in 2012 with more Radio Ranch.